We must be live to the YouTubes. Hello, YouTubes. And now we hit the recording button, so we actually have this for posterior. All right, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So, going in 3, 2, 1. You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geekio. Why is that not playing?
Mobile low bandwidth simulcast of this show available on Alpha Geek Radio. Using your mobile device web browser, go to mobile.alphageekradio.com to tune in now.
You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geekio.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
Spoiler warning!
Spoilers.
Spoiler warning!
And just like that, once again, we are live with a small screen spoiler show. This is episode number 10. I am CJ. Would you like another Hydrox boat? He is Jared Conspiracy Kool-Aid Azevedo, and we are here to spoil you more than that little girl that nobody can stand in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, Veruca Salt. You don't like her?
No, nobody likes her.
But she got a 90s band named after her.
So?
See? Somebody likes her. I didn't like her. I'm glad she fell into the incinerator.
Indeed, and or the goose pit.
The goose pit.
Oh, man. How are you today, sir?
Pretty good. Tired. Very tired. But I'm here. I'm ready to talk about some Hydrox and some Kool-Aid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which sounds like an afternoon in my childhood.
Right?
Hydrox and Kool-Aid. All right, I guess Hydrox are still a thing, right?
Yeah, they're a thing. They're just budget store Oreos, really.
Yeah, they were the gross Oreos. They had the weird aftertaste.
Yeah, exactly.
And the like really not very much cream in the middle.
And there was really no way to really make them fully edible. You just kind of took them because that's all your mom would ever get you.
Yeah.
But we are not here to talk about Kool-Aid and Hydrox. We are here to talk about shows. And just remember, we're going to spoil you on episode 8 of Better Call Saul, Rico, and episode 14 of season 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, Love in the Time of Hydra. And, as always, anything prior to and any shows associated with them are also open game. We will try not to discuss these stingers at the end of the show, however. If you have not watched these, or if you don't care about if you care about spoilers, come back later.
Spoilers.
Indeed. So let's go ahead and get this ball rolling real quick with Better Call Saul, episode 8, the penultimate episode, Rico.
Penultimate? Is that all that's left? There's only 2 left.
Yes. Oh my god.
How can there only be 2 left? It just seems like there's so much more to tell.
That's right. That's why there's been season 2.
I know. But it's like they knew there was going to be a season 2. They didn't even try to cram a bunch of stuff into season 1. They're like, no, we're going to be slow and deliberate, and you're going to like it. You're going to eat it up.
Every second of it.
You're going to love every second of it, so you just shut up.
We're going to have like 1 week episode of the entire freaking season. You're going to like it.
That's right. And every senior-aged actor in Hollywood, we're going to employ them. Because somebody has to.
You're right.
I love it, that.
Oh, man. Yeah, I took notes this week. Look at me being prepared.
Very nice. I just want to know how much the dude who just, like, his only job was to be asleep in the nursing home and have Bob Odenkirk stick a business card in his pocket. Like, how much did he get paid to do that? Or did he just show up?
That might have been legitimately there. That might have been a legitimate nursing home, and they're just residents. Like, can we pay you like $50 to continue doing what you're doing while our cameras and actors harass you? Are you my son? Yes. Would you like $50? Sign this waiver. Okay. You're such a nice.
Because I get to watch my programs.
You're right. Oh man. So I took these out of order though because I wrote them after the fact. So my notes for Better Call Saul are going to be a little weird.
A little weird.
A little weird. Oh man. So we open up the show on Saul being Saul and doing his elder law thing.
That's not where it opened. It opened with the flashback.
Did I like sleep through a flashback?
Yeah, the very beginning where it's Saul is working at Hamlin and Hamlin in the
mailroom.
The
mailroom guy. Oh man. Oh yes. Oh my God.
So we get a little bit of backstory about how
Poor Jimmy. Oh my God. He busts his ass to pass the bar. Like just
goes to the University of American Samoa.
Samoa.
Samoa, sorry. Yeah, I wrote it down right. I just said it wrong.
Went to the University of American Girl Scout cookies.
Go land crabs.
Passed the bar after 3 tries, which is actually less than what some people take.
Yeah.
And he just gets shat on by Hamlin. Like, just seeing like the pure joy of Chuck seeing his little brother hide this from him for years and surprise him with it.
I did it. I have a job now? I can't make that decision on my own. Oh, I know where this is going.
Yep. Oh yeah. Chuck said, "Let me check with the other partners." I'm like, "Oh man." So we'll check back here in 6 months.
Because there has to be a reason he hates Hamlin to his very core.
Damn good reason. Oh my God.
Screw you, dude.
Hamlin is such a dick. So mean. Man, I wonder how long it was after that when he's just like, "Peace, I'm out."
I would imagine immediately. But who knows? We may get some of that on the next one. It wasn't too far of a flashback. He didn't have a mullet anymore. So apparently after he got out of jail, or Chuck got him out of jail, he went to work at the mailroom and then decided to clean up by working his way to becoming a lawyer.
Hey.
Hardcore.
Hardcore, man. Wanted that bad. Oh my God. We'll circle back in 6 months. No, fuck you. No, go die.
Though I did count all the CRTs. I did enjoy that.
Yes. Oh my God.
Like, CRT. Oh man, remember we had computer monitors like that. Those are hard times.
We had like 10 pounds each. If you take
more like 25.
You have to take 2 of these to them, and the card's out. Shit.
Oh, jeez.
Why do they weigh so much? Kids these days don't know how good they got it with these LCD monitors.
I know, these flat screens. Weigh like a pound or 2.
Yeah, right.
You have no idea. High definition colors.
No clue.
We had 32 colors and we liked it.
We took every second of it and we appreciated it. It taught us COBOL and crap.
No, I'm not that old.
Yeah.
So yes.
And then we jump to
current time, Jimmy.
Doing his elder law thing because he's actually making a life for himself.
Trying to.
We
discovered that he left the files at Chuck's house to get Chuck to do them for him.
I said it last week. That he left them for Chuck to do them.
I made it so much more nefarious than it was.
I'm just
too much Breaking Bad, I guess.
Yeah, right. We're not to that point yet. We're gonna get there. We kind of insinuate towards it in this episode with Mike.
I know. We're suffering from the prequel thing though, because we know where Jimmy ends up as Saul.
Yeah.
And we know that Chuck isn't around, and neither is Kim, as far as we know. And there's gonna be some breaking point where he finally snaps and says screw it and becomes the criminal lawyer.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess. Just speculation. I know we're not supposed to discuss the next episode stuff, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be next episode.
Oh, you think so?
I'm pretty sure, at least the very, very first parts of it.
Interesting.
And I think episode 10, we're going to get the first drop of him being Saul Goodman.
Saul Goodman.
Yeah, I was right about Jimmy making Chuck do his wills.
Good job.
Now, my question is, do we think that current Jimmy, the Jimmy that we're dealing with right now, is actually in this to help people or just for the money?
Current Jimmy? I'd say just for the money and to make a name for himself is his main motivations. And if he gets to help somebody at the same time, then, you know.
But then the woman,
he's not being
little old
crickety.
Woman who he at first just says, we'll call it even at 120, and he only takes like $30.
Yeah. I mean, he's not a bad guy.
Yeah, no, he has a good heart right now.
But you know, he's motivated.
Oh yeah, he is motivated by the easiest motivation.
He sees something. He sees an opportunity here, and he's going to take it.
The glee in his eye when he's like, I might be able to get $2 million off of this case. Begins the attempting to do a class action lawsuit
against the most interesting lawyer in the world.
Yeah, right.
I'm looking at him and I was like, is that the... No, it's not him.
It's not him, but he does look a lot like him. Okay, first of all, everything that retirement home did to him after they put up the no solicitation sign was like, that was all illegal. Like, just flat out, all right, off the bat. As soon as old dude put his hands on Jimmy, like any good lawyer would be like, all right, you know what? Assault. We're done here.
He's not trying too hard. He knows they're shredding things. Which, the dumpster scene.
Oh my God, the dumpster scene.
That was the most cringe-inducing, horrible,
if this wasn't a
wonderful thing I've ever seen.
Right out of every single Vince Gilligan playbook, I don't know what.
Alright, first we put him in something terribly uncomfortable and terrible and just make everyone feel like they're going to throw up the whole time.
Yes. I just let it linger.
Then we're going to we're going to throw a scene into it all of a sudden. He's on the phone. Why are you whispering? Right. Magic flute. Oh. And then we're going to top it off with a little bit of a comedic moment as he gets out of the dumpster and there's a recycle bin next to it.
Trope, man.
Still made me laugh.
It's like he got in there thinking, he went up all sorts of confident, and like he got in the dumpster, he opened up the dumpster, I'm like, what were you thinking that a retirement home dumpster would smell like?
Oh, you know, any dumpster, but my God, a retirement home dumpster.
Adult diapers, refuse, oh my God, all of that.
How many times did he have to wash his Matlock suit after that?
Yeah, right. It's like, I would have went in there with like rubber pants. There's no way I would have went in there with a suit, man.
Should have just got one of those hazmat suits from Walter White.
Yeah, right.
Do a little call forward. I don't know.
That's what I mean. That would have been actually a pretty cool thing. Yeah, have him put on a hazmat suit and just kind of a shout out to Breaking Bad.
That might have been too much.
Yeah, maybe. I loved the daughter-in-law Mike scene. Also,
yes.
That was a fantastic scene.
But pretty much every Mike scene.
Well, yeah, seeing that man with that with the granddaughter. Like he has to be a grandparent in real life.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he is.
Like because just he emanates this emotion that normally you would never be able to get from an actor on a screen. Like he has to be a grandparent.
You can just feel it oozing from his pores.
You can.
He loves his granddaughter. Because, I mean, it's also like the only piece of his son he has left, so...
Yeah, this is also
the one
true.
good thing in the world that he has to protect.
I'm just wondering, like, obviously, they're a little bit closer now that he's admitted things to her.
Yeah.
And
she didn't rat on him, so...
Yeah. And so they're not estranged yet. I'm wondering if... when he starts doing jobs for creepy vet guy who works for who has to work for face off guy
Gus
he
works for Gus.
He has to.
I don't know if he
There's
does.
no
He's
way
pretty
he
low on the
can't.
food chain. I don't know.
Oh yeah
He's like in the fifth circle towards Gus.
Hey,
we'll see.
Either that or he knows somebody who works for Gus, but he has...
I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
he has these connections to these horrible jobs that no normal vet is going to have. So he has to have some kind of line to Gus. And we know Gus likes to hire really weird doctors.
This is true.
So,
especially if they can set up a tent in the middle of the desert.
You're right. Random tent doctor.
Random tent doctor to the rescue. So yeah, Mike playing with Play-Doh. I'm all about that.
Oh yeah. I love the look after the daughter-in-law said, you know, it's only a trickle in the bucket. The only thing I put on here is that look dough.
Mike's like, all right. I got this.
Mm-hmm. You can
tell
see
me
the
what you
ideas
got, and I'll tell you what I'll do.
You just see the ideas formulating in his head. And obviously, we know now that he's not a stranger to destroying people already.
Yeah, yeah. And he knows how to find people's hidden money, and he's clearly got some skills. So, a very useful set of skills.
One would say. And I just have one more note on here before we get to yours. The show finally remembered that it's a lawyer-based show, and there was lots of law talk in this episode.
Lots of law talk in this episode. It's like, oh wow, this is a lawyer show.
Yeah, right. It's like,
I don't even know what Rico is. It's a lawyer thing, though.
It is a lawyer thing.
There were lawyers sitting at tables with pens and paper and talking about legal things.
See, as a person who is beginning the slow crawl to possibly becoming a lawyer, I found this painfully interesting.
I mean, I guess I know some things. Maybe I watched too much Law and Order with my grandmother back in the day. Like, as soon as he said Nebraska, I was like, oh, cross state lines.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a federal case now.
Mm-hmm. And just 20 million, or we see you in court. Jimmy's like, oh, what? I'm fairly sure he needs a clean pair of underwear.
What?
No, I love the brotherly bond. Oh, right, I have one more note on here.
Okay.
Is Chuck faking the sickness?
No, I don't think so.
because he was fine until Jimmy came out. Jimmy comes out, and all of a sudden, electromagnetic buzz.
Yeah, I think it was just, he was feeling good. He was back in the game, back in the zone. Wasn't even paying attention to what he was doing. And then suddenly realized, oh, wait, I'm outside. And I'm not freaking out. Now I'm freaking out.
I need my blanket.
Space blanket.
All right, that's it on notes that I have.
I'm thinking this is going to be some kind of turning point for Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Maybe this is the catalyst that pushes him back to normal life. And if we ever find out what initially set him off, made him go crazy.
Yeah, right.
I guess we'll get that in the next 2 episodes.
In theory.
In theory. Who knows? Who knows? They're like, we're going to get a second season. We know we're going to get a second season, right, guys? Come on.
They had a second season before episode 1 aired. I remember seeing like a week before episode 1 aired, it's like, Better Call Saul, renewed for season 2. I'm like, well then.
Well, AMC, they're like, watched it, and they're like, okay, yeah, we're fine. Here's the money, just go make more of the awesome, please.
Well, frankly, Vince Gilligan put them on the map as a legitimate television network.
That too.
So they're like, yes, just give us all of the Vince Gilligan. It's like Seth MacFarlane with Fox. I mean, Seth MacFarlane farts and they want to make a TV show out of it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all the notes I got.
How about, well, that was my last note, was Chuck. We hit all the other ones, so I'm good.
Wow.
we were a bit in sync in that one, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, just such a good episode, though, man. I was captivated by the entire thing.
I was too. Like, I didn't take a ton of notes just because it was just so incredible.
Yeah, like I said, I did mine afterward, and I'm still like, oh my god, I just want to watch all of it again.
So glad that I own it.
Right? All right, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Season 2, Episode 14, Love in the Time of Hydra, a.k.a. the second slowest episode of the season.
Whole lot of stuff going on, just building up towards that third act.
Yep, we are solidly right in the middle of Act 2, where everything's just kind of getting
shift
to
the gears,
point.
Get everything ready. There's stuff coming, everybody.
Not quite boiling yet. We're not even we're starting to get maybe that bubble.
So yeah, it starts off with Ward and Robo Face Lady, which I had totally forgotten about them. I was like, oh yeah, those guys.
Yeah, they're still a thing.
He was kind of a big deal. I forgot about Robo Face Lady.
Robo Face Lady.
I don't know what else to call her. Agent 33.
Agent 33 or Sarah or whatever the hell her name said.
I don't even remember.
It was
Robo
made that much of an impression on you, huh? Which apparently those two are going to be our primary antagonists towards the end of the season.
Seems to be. Breaking in and poking Talbot.
Yeah. Clearly not letting Hydra die, so they're going to be the new Hydra, I'm guessing.
Maybe.
Since the Hydra Tea Party got nuked. Pumpkin pancakes.
It really made me want some pumpkin pancakes.
Right? I did find that absolutely adorable, though. Ward being like all sorts of hometown boy. I tried being the meat and potatoes guy, and that didn't work.
And I know he's working for Agent 33. I can just feel it. I don't know what purpose he has for her, but it's not good.
Totally working her. She is absolutely a pawn.
Creepy though. She is super creepy.
Oh yeah. Just like there was lots of lawyer talk in Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. This show remembered that it was a Marvel Cinematic Universe episode.
Oh yeah.
And all of the Avengers talk.
Yes. Hulk saved the world. Last I checked. Write that quote down.
Man, the passive aggressive Fitz is awesome. Fitz.
Yes, I love Fitz so much. Like, you just shut up. Dang. You used to be like in love with her. Now you're just flat out mean to her. Not that she doesn't deserve it, but dang.
Yeah, and I'm strangely enough okay with the inevitable Fitz Sky hookup.
It could happen.
Poor Fitz needs to get his mind fully back on track, though, man. He needs something to help him. And I'm starting to think that Simmons' new character arc is she's just a huge bigot. Like, the way that she's talking about the Hulk, too, like, really? You're just anti anybody that's not normal, are you?
Seems to be. I'm not sure why they changed her character like that. I mean, I get that she's reacting to trauma in her life. That's fine.
But seriously, get over it. Like, these are your friends.
Why are you being so mean to everybody?
I did have a note, like, I was surprised that they let the surgeon live, and then I crossed it off.
Right.
I'm like, oh, wow. They really let the surgeon live? Okay, interesting. Oh, nope. That didn't last long.
Poor guy.
I still stand by the fact that the real S.H.I.E.L.D. is full SSR. Like, this is the natural evolution of SSR.
Yes, real S.H.I.E.L.D. it's just another S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. Yeah, Australian Paul Walker was awesome in this episode.
Oh, yes, he was. I just love we got Admiral Adama just strolling up in there with this awesome mustache and
right
making people do stuff. Like, who is the? Oh, I know. What is he doing here?
They gave him a big pan. I'm like, all right, if this isn't like a big freaky, oh my god, it's Adama.
Edward James Olmos. I forgot I had read that article a month or two ago.
You right? I'm still upset that Xena's dead-ish.
I guess she is. I don't know. It seems to be.
Big freaking deal. One episode.
One episode.
I saw, and it might have just been a picture of a Quinjet in the background of the real S.H.I.E.L.D. Holyfield meeting room. But it looked like an X-Wing Blackbird to me, or an X-Men Blackbird to me, but like, I might just be a Quinjet. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw it. I know what you're talking about. Could be.
I just thought it was interesting. I'm like, huh, is that a Blackbird? Huh. And yeah, I'm so totally sold that this is SSR involved. It won't surprise me if we have Agent Dollhouse or Agent Carter show up.
Old Agent Carter. Old lady Agent Carter. Or time travel? I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, flashback to when it was created and stuff.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who thought Coulson being a hog on the microphone at karaoke night is an interesting thing? One, S.H.I.E.L.D. has karaoke night? It seems an awful weird use of taxpayer dollars.
They're not funded by the government anymore.
No, it's true. Coulson wants for karaoke night, damn it. I can see him singing a lot of Journey for some reason.
Yeah,
and Culture Club, Rachel says.
Don't stop.
Yeah, wrote down. Jazz's absolute nickname has to be Conspiracy Kool-Aid.
It's funny. I didn't even write that down. I know exactly what you're talking about, but no. Only thing I wrote down from that scene, I did write a quote, and it was what do you call him? Hunter.
Australian Paul Walker.
Australian Paul Walker. When he dropped his Harry Potter reference, because Harry Potter.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to sit here with all of Hufflepuff looking on. Like, what?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Writing that down.
I wrote down something similar was a Buffy call-out, which was...
I missed that.
You want to lock me up like a werewolf library on a full moon. I'm like, yes! It's a Whedonverse connection. I'm going to take it.
I'll take it all.
Any little bit that I can get, I will take. Oh, okay. Why do all of our shows have edible arrangements involved in them?
I don't know, but look, it's written down right here. Hey, another edible arrangements plug.
I am fairly sure all of the shows that we have discussed on this podcast have had edible arrangements involved in one form or another.
I don't know. Native advertising, I guess. I don't know.
Right? I'm fairly sure I heard it once on Gotham. A big freaking deal on Better Call Saul. And this one on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, the only one we didn't... And I think it might have even been said, like, earlier in the series of Sleepy Hollow.
Maybe. I don't remember.
But
I did write it. I did write it down, though. I was like, whoa, another edible arrangements plug. There it is again.
And, the Hydra head games, man. That was creepy.
Oh, yeah.
At the end.
Comply. If I comply, will I be rewarded?
No.
No. It won't make a difference. Okay. Okay.
I hate the fact that I caught your black lung through the internet.
I know, it's rough stuff.
That's all I really had.
The mask is back.
Yep. Zip, zip, zip. Zip, zip, zip.
That whole plot device.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's probably just using her for the mask, because that makes things really easy.
Yeah. It kind of shows how really bad of a spy he actually is.
So what do you think Ward's angle is? Any thoughts? Theories? He's killed his brother. Hydra's destroyed. Like, what is he going for now?
Honestly, I think it might be a Inhuman route.
Think he'll be a Inhuman?
I don't think he'll be Inhuman, but I think either he's gonna end up hooking up with Dale Cooper, and maybe some kind of weird Inhuman bent with Reyna. I honestly think the Inhumans are going to be the bad guys when they're first introduced.
Seems legit.
And you're probably not going to get good Inhumans until Shock of Shocks, Age of Ultron tie-in.
Well, duh. But
because
that's true. The little stinger
that...
they had at the end of, not the stinger, but the no, it is a stinger, right? Like the last little quick scene before the credits. They had taking Dale Cooper to whoever the head Inhuman is, and they never resolved that. So we still have that to get. Yeah, something.
I honestly think they're going to be bad Inhumans, because the only Inhumans enhanced organisms that they've grabbed have been Reyna and Dale Cooper. So
why haven't they grabbed Sky yet?
Exactly. So I'm gonna guess just bad Inhumans until Age of Ultron tie-in, when Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver turn good and make everybody realize that Inhumans aren't necessarily bad.
Or are they?
Well, there's good and bad factions of every. I mean.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure there's good Inhumans and bad Inhumans.
There are. In the comics, there's actually two very distinct groups. Yeah, so I'm gonna guess there's gonna be some weird Inhuman angle, and hopefully Ward will actually die this season. It's so bad. It's still so bad. Like, I've come to enjoy Sky, like, not like her, but actually almost like her.
Yeah, they've dialed her back enough, and they're making her character interesting, and
especially this episode. Like, for some reason, this episode I really attached to her, and I guess that was the entire point.
Yeah, I mean, you're supposed to kind of. I mean, she's in a crappy place, and now they're just gonna, instead of to help her, they're just gonna stick her in the middle of nowhere in a cabin.
Yeah.
Figure it out. We'll be back in a couple of days.
You're right.
What about all the science? Don't you have the science and maybe something more than these weird gloves that'll probably take away my powers because Simmons wants to steal my powers and make me normal?
Let it go. Let it go.
No, she has quake powers, not ice powers.
Oh, right.
Do you have any more notes? I only have one
no,
more.
I'm out of notes.
A nickname quote I had for you that I didn't use.
Oh?
It was those little pork taquitos that you like.
Yeah.
But I got those little pork taquitos that you like.
His poor wife.
This is the first episode that I liked Talbot. Like every other episode, he just got on my nerves so bad. But this one, they really made him comic relief, and it was a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. It just they needed to tone him back a bit, and they did it pretty well.
And it's nice to see he's not just trying to destroy Coulson at every chance he gets. Now he's like, hey, look, look who's at my base today. You need to do something about this.
I'm at work.
He came here. What's this about? It's like, oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
All right, so...
sorry, before we cut off, and the foreshadowing with Coulson's little... You ever just feel like you mishandled something?
Yeah.
I feel like I could have done that better. So, I don't know what bad's going to come of that, but something bad's going to come of that.
I don't know. I was tempted to watch the show tonight while it was on. I was like, no, I can't.
I know. I watched the first couple of minutes.
Oh.
I won't tell you what I saw. It was a flashback.
So, oh my God. What? Joss Whedon joints do flashbacks? What?
Wasn't a big flashback, like a year flashback. Something we've already seen.
Oh. All right.
Just from a different perspective.
Now on to the challenge show segment of the show, where we talk about shows that we challenge each other to watch that aren't currently showing week to week. Or are, but, whatever. You know what this is about. 10 episodes.
It's about Arrow.
It's about Arrow.
So, yeah. I had a really long and exhausting weekend. So I didn't get to watch much, but I did watch one or two. I don't know. My only note really is drama. Drama. Oh, no. My mom is having an affair, and I'm gonna do drugs. But she's not really having an affair. I'm just misconceiving everything. That's really something nefarious. And
I'm CW.
Wah.
Yeah.
I'm in love, and my dad's a jerk.
I don't know. Are you talking about Laurel?
Huh?
Are you up to the point where Laurel's doing stuff?
No, she's not doing anything really.
She's just Speedy?
She's dating Tawny at the moment.
Yeah.
Speedy's the one doing drugs.
Okay, yeah.
Doing drugs, wrecking cars.
Speedy gets okay in the current season. But until then, she's so horrible. Okay, every time you see her, she's like, oh man. And now
I do.
Now, apparently, between last season and this season, she went and got acting lessons. So
it's not just the acting lessons though either. She's just annoying. Gosh.
Yeah, she's just really bad. But
I think that was an obnoxious character.
I think that was the entire point.
Yeah. It's okay. I feel like they'll do some things with her character. She doesn't seem hopeless.
They will, but you're not going to get that for a while.
Yeah, that's okay. I know it's season 1. It's season 1. I'm just trying to be relaxed. It was a pretty good episode as far as the story. It was the one where Diggle's mentor or whatever turned out was on the list and turned out to not be who he thought he was. And sad.
Yeah.
But I'm the one with the grenade launcher.
Was that I'm not going to spoil it if I accidentally shout out a name. That might not be where that is yet.
This was the army dude who was running some kind of security firm, and they were knocking off armored trucks.
White dude?
Yes.
Youngish?
I'd say 40s.
I can't remember his freaking name. Hold on. I'm going to do a Google search since you can't see it.
Garen. Ted. Neil.
Not Lawton?
Huh?
Not Floyd Lawton?
No.
Okay.
Definitely not that.
Not there yet.
Plus, I'm pretty sure this dude died.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that guy.
I mean, it looked like an arrow to the heart. And maybe he survived, but,
No. He's dead. You're going to get another Diggle episode here soon with a guy named Floyd Lawton in it, too. I thought it was. So, that's pretty much it on Arrow. You're enjoying it and
yeah, I like it.
with it.
The
Okay.
CW-ness is pretty awful, but I was warned about it. It's fine, and I did enjoy the episode despite the CW-ness.
Yeah.
I just want to like fast forward through every scene that Speedy's in, and then
right.
slow motion every scene that Felicity is in.
Yeah.
We get more of her in the future, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She becomes a more important character.
Yes.
Because she's just freaking
significantly.
amazing.
Though every guy she dates seems to get a spinoff. Every dude she gets with gets their own TV show. So
spoiler.
She has a magical vagina.
Heyo.
that television executives actually enjoy.
Wow.
Well, you'll see a connection as you get further along. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm guessing she dates Flash at some point, but
yeah, she does.
I could put that together.
Yeah, and then there's another one with upcoming and stuff. But yeah,
there's another Arrow spinoff happening.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, jeez.
They're actually
DC.
I'm not
good
gonna
stuff
say
in the
too
TV
much
world.
about it, but it looks like they're heading towards a Justice Society of America TV show. Like, all the characters they're lining up, with the exception of the Flash, are all Justice Society members. And I'm completely cool with that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They announced 2 characters that are going to be happening in this upcoming series, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is totally Justice Society. This is absolutely going to be Justice Society.
It makes sense. They're like, well, Marvel is just beating the bejesus out of us at the theaters. Guys, and we're not going to catch up. We're going to try, and we're going to make a decent effort, but we're not going to catch up. So let's just rule the TV space,
right?
And let them catch us there.
But DC's actually doing it right for the TV stuff. They're balancing action and comedy and heartfulness. Like you genuinely want to keep genuinely attached to these characters in a way you don't do with I'm Batman and I'm Superman, Man.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be sad because I killed a person. God, like person like me, and he was gonna destroy the world, but I'm sad because I killed him.
Also, the millions of people that died.
Yeah, right.
Fight. Those people too. I'm sad about them too.
All right, so enough of Arrow. Now on to, you watched 2 episodes of Arrow approximately. I watched in that time 1 episode of Sherlock.
It's fine. I know they're long. It's okay. I forgive you.
Let me guess, your favorite character, Irene Adler.
My favorite character? I don't know.
Yeah, you said one of your favorite characters was introduced in this episode.
Oh, well, yeah, she is, but this is my favorite episode, is what I said.
Oh, okay.
Because she's one of my favorite characters, yes.
I can see why. This was a brilliant episode.
It's my absolute favorite.
I actually enjoyed the latter half of the episode less than the upfront half. It just seemed like after Adler was discovered and everything went through that whole thing, it just seemed kind of they took a step back. And I want you during our off season sometime to watch at least some Doctor Who, at least a few of the episodes that Stephen Moffat has done, like Blink, which is the 10th Doctor season 3 of Doctor Who reboot. It's Stephen Moffat's first episode, and just like I'm watching this, I'm like, this is Doctor Who as fuck. Like the fast cuts, the smarty quip, like the British quips in between them, and just like bang 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 bang. I'm just like, I'm waiting for the TARDIS sound.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
And I realized this came before his run on Doctor Who, but I'm just like, man, this is all Doctor Who, and it makes me appreciate, and I'm guessing like people who got attached to, been 2 writers on the 2 main showrunners of the new Doctor Who, Russell T Davies, who handled the first Doctor, or the 9th Doctor and the 10th Doctor. and then Stephen Moffat, who took over for the 11th and 12th Doctors. And like I can kind of see where the obvious differences between the two writing styles are, because if you watch Blink, which I mean you could legitimately watch that episode. And Doctor Who is one of those shows.
I feel like I may have seen that episode. Because I have a Doctor Who obsessed friend who made me watch a few key episodes.
Yeah.
That's the one with the angels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't blink. Don't even blink. Don't. You blink and you're dead.
Yeah.
You can't tell me.
You're not dead. You get transferred.
Well, he
Time
only
displaced.
had a couple seconds. You can't say you blink and you're going to be displaced back in time. No, you blink and you're dead.
You blink and you're time
But
displaced.
technically, they do kill you. They kill you by sapping your energy through your life.
Anyway, Sherlock.
But you can watch that episode and just pair that up with this episode, and they flow so well together, and I like that. I like that kind of really frantic, almost American style of, almost American style of direction and editing. Except for Vince Gilligan, who, God,
slow and deliberate.
Yes.
I know. The woman. I love the woman.
Yeah, the woman.
Everything about it. And just so you know, it's my always my lock screen.
Oh, nice. nice.
Ever since. Except for that short period where it was Luigi Death Stare.
I really, really, really liked this scene. Like this episode, it was all better than the entirety of season 1.
Yeah, I agree. And this is the episode that made me obsessed with this show.
Oh yeah,
and by the time you get to the end of this season, which 2 more episodes,
which is going to be like 3 weeks from now.
It's okay. Yeah, you'll be all in on Sherlock. Like the next episode is okay. It's good, but like after this one, it kind of was like,
yeah.
And then the 3rd episode of season 2 is. Oh
I know that Moriarty
good.
comes back in the 3rd episode of season 2, so it's as far as I've heard was, and also something, and he got better, because
Moriarty.
No, well, Moriarty and Sherlock.
No comment.
Because the internet has spoiled me for it, and that was before I had any interest in watching Sherlock.
Well, I mean, if you read the books, they kind of stuck to that storyline. So, yeah.
Yeah, they did do a pretty decent job of adapting them by sticking kind of to the plots.
Yeah.
Of the initial books.
They become less and less so, especially in the 3rd season.
Yeah. But this episode, the book, I actually kind of like this episode more than I enjoyed the story of the crap and name of the freaking episode.
The episode was A Scandal in Belgravia, I think, and then the story is based on is A Scandal in Bohemia.
Oh, yeah, but still.
But they both have Irene Adler and all the little tie-in things.
Yeah. It just, I've read, if I haven't read all of the Sherlock Holmes, I've read a great, huge majority of them. And, yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot. Have you watched any of Elementary by any chance?
I have not.
Okay.
I would like to.
I've watched a couple episodes of it, and it's obviously not as good as this. But for an American form version of it, they do pretty damn good.
That's what I hear. And I want to see it because I love the character Sherlock. Just about every iteration of him. This one's my favorite.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I've been interested in it. There's just, time. There's only so much time.
Oh, yeah.
Especially for me. Because I can't seem to watch any TV ever.
Loser.
I know. I try.
All right. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. Kind of on time. Kind of early, actually.
A little.
All right. So you can get in contact with us at geekioshow@gmail.com. Twitter is geekioshow. Facebook, geekioshow. As well, website to get all of our past episodes and to contact us even more directly, geek-io.net/spoilershow. And as always, this show is brought to you by our Patreon, patreon.com/geekio, where you can help support the network, get new shows put on the network, get us doing a little bit extra different stuff, and, just generally help us out. Maybe I can throw Jared $5 a week to watch another show.
They're not going to cost that much. You can buy them for $2 an episode.
Yeah,
just saying.
All right. And we have a few show titles, not many this time. The Goose Pit, Kool-Aid and Hydrox, Random Tent Doctor, and Robot Face Lady. All right, folks. Yeah, Kool-Aid and Hydrox is probably going to be the name of the title.
Yeah, because it actually sticks to the shows. And we got both of them in this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 different shows in one shot.
You don't
Look
normally
at
do that. All right, folks. On that note, we are going to go ahead and head off of here because, well, Jared and I are tired and we're going to be up late tomorrow. So, on that note, we will see you next time on Small Screen Spoiler Show.
Bye-bye.
So you're not going to say bye or anything? Jeez.
Bye.
This has been a Geek.io production. Copyright 2015. Geek.io. Geek and Geek.
All right.